Hello everyone. Sorry, I'm starting later today. Things got weird for a second. Okay. Look, I just got free. So we're just gonna have a low stakes drawing stream. That is what I'm doing. So we'll just be here. We'll just be here, guys. Probably gonna have to redo the legs later, but that's fine. That's fine. We got all stream to do things. I'm gonna have to get up in a maybe like 10 or so minutes. I got some chicken nuggets in the air fryer, you know. I'll be munching on those during stream. Hope that's okay with you guys. They're not dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggies, very sadly. I have to pick up more of those. More dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggies, right? Those are the best ones. Let's see here. Is that cannibalism cute, you know? I don't think so. Because I'm not a chicken. I'm just the bird. If I was a chicken, perhaps. Very, very much perhaps. But I don't think that counts. We are different, right? Like we're both birds, but we're not the same kind of bird, so I think it's different. Just a little bit, just a little bit. There we go. Gotta get that toothy in there, right? People think having a little toothy is cute poking out, right? Just a little bit. Hello, Maidenlish. Have I watched K-pop Demon Hunter? No. People ask me that a lot, though. People have been asking me that since its release, and the answer is still no. Oh. Do please, it's so good. Like, I'm sure it is good, but do I want to watch it? You know, it's getting to the point where I think I'm too pretentious for movies like K-pop Demon Hunter. I remember watching 30 seconds of a trailer of it to go like, okay, who is this? What is this? And I didn't even finish watching the trailer. Not that I thought it looked bad or anything, just like I kind of groaned and went like, I don't want to watch this. We'll put it on the bucket list for sometime this year, okay? Well, we'll put it on the list. Because I didn't do it last year, but I would like to maybe have a stream or something of like me listing every like movie or TV show I watched over the course of the year, and maybe we'll rank them. I think that might be fun. So maybe I'll have to watch that movie just to put it on there. I have a handful of things on that. I now have a notepad file, and I'm going through and being like, okay, what have I watched this year? And then I went, shit, I haven't watched a lot this year. So I told a friend not like an hour ago that like, ugh, fine, maybe I'll watch like Elio in theaters, like, because like no one I know has watched it, and we're all kind of like, we all kind of hoped each other watched that movie so that we wouldn't have to, like the other wouldn't have to, right? But that was the entire, like, that's, yeah, that was like 4 different friends of mine. They were just like, oh, well, Josh probably watched it, so like I could ask if he like, and I'm like, no, I didn't, because I know I thought all the Neuromies would watch it. It's it do be this way. It do be this way. Sometimes I always like have to stop and go like, do I only watch, because the number of media I watch every year decreases every year. Like I used to like watch every single animated film that is released in English territories every year. And I don't do that anymore. Like, I don't do it anymore. Like, I probably should watch K-pop Demon Hunter just because like everyone does tell me like, oh, it's fun. But then I always stop and go like, do I want a fun movie? This happens to me a lot. Where I always have to like pause and go like, do I just want a fun movie? And the answer to that is typically no, actually. Which is why I tend to not watch a lot of movies in theaters anymore. I usually word it like, I don't like watching a movie if the entire time the movie is screaming at me to have fun. Which is why I don't like Pixar movies. Those movies feel like they are constantly screaming at me to have a good time, and like I'm not having a good time. Oh. I guess I would word it as, I want a movie to invite me to have a good time, not scream at me to have a good time. You don't watch a lot of movies or TV anymore. There, we're all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat, right? It's a whole thing. I was definitely much better about that. Like it was so easy back in college because there was a movie theater 10 minutes from campus. So when I had 3 hours between classes, I could just drive to the theater and watch something and drive back. And that definitely, like, let me watch more things. Which, that was cool. That was cool. I watched a lot of garbage. Like, a lot of garbage. Usually what? Shows what? Ghost videos? What is this? What is this? Hello, Kopika. Hope you're doing okay. Let's see here. But it's like a handful of movies, like, all came out at once that I'm like, I probably should watch these. Like, like all of my friends will ask me, like, oh, did you watch Superman? You're that stupid idiot that reads Superman comics. Did you like the new Superman movie? And I'm like, bro, I've never liked a Superman adaptation. That's a lie. That's a straight up lie. There are like 3 I've liked. So like I probably should watch the new movie just so I have it. But then I'm also like, man, what if I dislike it? Like I normally do. Then people are just gonna go like, well, Josh, you're an ass for disliking the new Superman movie because people really like it, and I'm like, okay, like, this one had a dog. Most Superman things have the dog. Crypto's a normal character. You should be asking about the monkey. Where's the super monkey? Like, how come we never see him in the movies? Where's Comet, the horse? We don't want the horse. We actually don't want the horse. That was really bad. That was problematic. We don't want the horse. The horse was straight up problematic. We can't have that in a movie. I don't know, even when I saw Crypto, I kind of just sighed and went like, man, Crypto's been like the same dog breed for like 50 years. Why we change it? Look, I'm a comic book reader, you know, comic book fan, comic book reader. I can always come up with something to dislike about these movies. I remember I had one friend that watched it, and I asked the wrong question, I guess, because I was like, oh, is it like, 'cause this friend like has read some amount of comic books, and so I asked like, oh, is the movie like more similar to like the John Burns era? Is it like I want it to be more like Tamaki's era on Superman, but you know, and they were just like staring at me like I'm speaking like an alien language. They're like, I don't read Superman comics. I'm like, damn, I'll never know unless I watch the movie myself. I don't like James Gunn as a writer. Not that I think his writing is bad, it's that I don't like it. So, it is what it is. You weren't squawking their language. It's true. Because I was like hoping that the new Superman movie would be more in line with like Joshua Williamson's run on Superman, which is the current era, by the way. That's current Superman, and I quite like Williamson's era quite a lot. It was I don't like keep up with it, but it's like I'll pick up issues here and there, or I'll pick up a volume when it gets collected and just like have a good time reading Superman, because I feel like Williamson does just write Superman very well. And the way that he like challenges that character is pretty fun. What? Because I like the first arc. Was it the first arc of Williamson's run? There's an arc that happened back in like 2022, 2023. I think it was like that, around there. Where Lex Luthor has cancer, so he needs to he's going to be gone for a while because he has cancer. And so he gives LexCorp to Superman and goes, run my company while I'm gone. And it kind of challenges like Superman to like, what does he do with a company, right? What about the Superman Lex toxic yaoi? That's every other era for Superman. Like that just is what it is. And like Superman has like guidelines where like he can't just shut down the company. He can't just you know, he has like these restrictions, and he has to like, but he does have the resources of LexCorp, which is now renamed SuperCorp, which is a lot of fun. And seeing Superman like try to do good with the how LexCorp is run, or SuperCorp, was cool. I really liked that. It was a little political. It's Superman, so it's always going to be a little bit political, right? It's just it kind of just be that way. Yeah. Let's see here. Well, kind of one of those things where I think people assume Superman isn't a very political book until they read it. Because I remember I saw that as some like people were surprised in the new movie that like they go into politics on like for Superman, and I'm like, no, that's like kind of normal. That's the increased shock value by at least 2.5 quarterly. It was funny trying to see him like running the company as efficiently as he's like told to, while trying to like create better working environments for like, and like looking at like the costs of things and just going like, damn, this is hard. Like and Lex's secretary is left with him, so she's just sitting there going like, uh-huh, yeah, it is. Also, you have a meeting in 30 minutes. Mercy do be pretty good. I don't know if she's in the new movie. If I go watch the movie and Mercy's not there, I'm going to be very sad. Because I feel like you can't have Lex Luthor without Mercy. But then again, she's very rarely an adaptation, so... Because love her, she's great. What a queen. Do be that way. And it's the same with like Fantastic Four, where people are like, Josh, are you gonna watch the Fantastic Four? And this is asked weekly. At least one friend of mine asked me like, oh yeah, it's coming up soon, are you gonna watch it? Are you gonna fucking watch Fantastic Four? And like I want the answer to be no. But I'll probably watch it, but I don't want to. That's one that I don't want to watch it, like. But it probably has to happen. Huh? Like I bought the new issue. God, it's so weird, and I can tell it was the movie's fault already. But like for some reason they relaunched the Fantastic Four comic this month, and I'm like, why? I did buy it. I haven't read it yet. It's sitting on a table off to the side. I just kind of threw it there. Because like I was thinking like, wait, but North's run has just been like really consistent and really good. Like all these new superhero movies are ruined by woke. I mean, like Marvel Comics has always been heavily political. That was actually something I didn't like about the original phases of the MCU, is I'm like, it's so weird that they've stripped the politics away from these characters. I remember thinking that like a decade ago, just like, man, it's weird, because like that was such a vital part of those characters and those casts, and and now we are at a point where like whenever those themes are brought back up, people complain about it, and I'm like, but that is what like should be what these characters are, you know. Like Hulk comics are pretty anti-military, like and most people don't notice, I guess. Like, okay, Da, 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 da. Let's see here. Though I don't even know what people mean when they say woke. Like, people are like, it's too woke. And I'm like, what does that mean? Where's the woke in my cape slop? Okay, but like, actually, though. Like, I remember it being really, like, I didn't like Iron Man. Because I thought it was weird that they stripped down that character. And, like, a lot of, like, the little things about it. Like, I'm like, wait, it's now just, like, mostly a dumb action movie. What do you mean? Like, it was really disappointing for Thor, actually. Like, I hated that first Thor movie. Absolutely hated it. Because, like, that character talks a lot about, like, the meaning of life. Like, so, like, a lot of his stories. And I just felt like that movie didn't do enough to, like, really present a lot of, like, the things that make Thor an engaging character. You know, he's been around since the 60s. Like, those are important parts of him. Way too ahead of the trend. But this was stuff in the comics forever. Like, it's so weird going back and being like, wow, comic books from, like, the 60s and 70s are too political for today. They only hurt me. Anti, right? Like, the one that, like, really gave me psychic damage was people going like, well, the X-Men shouldn't be political, and I'm sitting here just, like, reeling back going, what do you mean? Like, the X-Men has always been heavily political. They're literally a metaphor for the oppression of minorities. What do you mean? One of the main characters is a Holocaust survivor. What do you mean? It's like, it shouldn't be political. Oh, it's wild. It's wild. I assume it's the generations that grew up with the sanitized children's show adaptations, and then the MCU also being pretty sanitized from that, and they're like, well, now this means that superheroes aren't like this, when, like, they were. Like, like, okay, look, I know people really like this TV show, so when I shit on it, like, I know the show is good. I just shit on it. It's so fine. It's fine. But I fucking hated the 2003 Teen Titans show because it, like, boils down that team to, like, basic high school archetypes and then doesn't show off, like, the world in a lot of ways. Because, like, you read 60s era, like, 60s and 70s era for Teen Titans, and that shit's kind of raw, like, actually. Like, them going, like, showing the traumas on, like, what the Korean War did to America and, like, how it traumatizes, like, the younger generations, and how it handles, like, drug abuse and such. And I'm like, really? You took this comic book about all of those things and went, we're gonna turn it into an action show? Like, like, what? Okay. Like, sure. Sure, man. I get it, it was the early 2000s. Like, can't do anything like that. I don't like that show. I know a lot of people do. I think it's a good show in its own right. Like, if I do watch it and pretend the title isn't Teen Titans, I'm enjoying myself. Which is, like, not a compliment, right? If I pretend it's not what it says on the tin, it's good. Oh, Man, you know it's bad when, like, Teen Titans Go has a better adaptation of Terra than the than the 2003 show. Because you know what? I kind of love Terra in the comics. Like, she's... I was kind of like, yes, queen, work! Right up until the one scene, you know the one. And then I was kind of like, that's a bit far. But I guess we were allowed to do this back in the 80s in comics. I don't think we could do that today. And we definitely can't show that in any adaptations. She's fun. She's fun. Like, Terra, legitimately, a lot of fun. Good character. I hated that they turned her into this sympathetic, like, girly. Just like, oh, I'm sad and tragic. And I'm like, bitch worked for this in the comic. She was like... Yeah, yes, work. No, hold on a minute. It was like that, though. It was like that. It's like, are we past the 10-minute mark? Am I allowed to say whatever I want on stream without getting canceled? Like, when she basically... When she does the sexy assault to a 60-year-old man, I'm like, are you... Girl. Oh, hello, Chewie. Yeah, like, she does that to Slade, or Deathstroke. Yeah, it's Deathstroke in the comic, Slade in the adaptation. Yeah, it's... I love that afterwards she's just sitting there on the bed smoking a cigarette. And you're just like, girl. Yeah, we definitely can't have that in any adaptation. But everyone that's read it, they'll know. Oh dear. Yeah, the Judas contract. She has vintage taste, like, kind of. I do like how when some adaptations try to tackle the subject matter, they try to make it more that it's Slade's fault. And the comic is a little bit ambiguous to it, but it is like... she was the one pushing in the comic. Because, like, you're supposed to think that Terra is the biggest piece of shit on the planet. Like, that this girl is a monster. This girl dated Beast Boy on the Teen Titans, right? Sitting there with absolute glee going, oh my god, when I get to reveal that I'm the villain and tell this fool that I never loved him, it's gonna feel so good. That's the kind of person she is, and she totally did that, by the way. She did get to slap Beast Boy to the ground and go like, oh, I never loved you. I never cared about you. Oh, it feels so good to say that. She's that kind of gal. So it was a very odd choice to have her, like, make it a legitimate romance in the adaptation. I'm like, I don't know about that one. Because that became, like, a thing for Beast Boy for years. That he was, like, forever traumatized from his relationship with Terra. Which, like, totally fair, I get it. She reverse grooms innocent daddy Slade. I mean, Slade's not totally innocent in that exchange either, but but it is like, damn. Like they wanted Tara to like really make a statement. You know, they did get there. It do be this way. I think one of my favorite parts is like they introduce a clone of Tara like later on, and she's like actually a good person, like this clone version of Tara. You know, so same power set, but she's like not an evil manipulative bitch, right? And Beast Boy just treated this clone like absolute garbage. He was so rude to her at like every opportunity. Shit was really funny. It's like, Beast Boy, I understand, but this ain't the girl that did those things. Oh dear. Man was traumatized. Oh. It do be that way. It do be that way. hurt people, right? It's like, Beast Boy, you're really not helping this girl. Like, you're giving her a reason to become a villain. It do be this way. Let's see here. Man, speaking of politics and in superhero comics, this month they launched a new series for Captain America. Chip Zdarsky is now the head writer of the Captain America book, and I just thought it was really funny when, like, I like Chip Zdarsky. I actually do. I know that people are like, people are weird. So people are like, love his Spider-Man stuff, love his Daredevil stuff, literally nothing else. I actually really liked his Batman run, but that's besides the point. But, you know, he's writing for Captain America, and I'm like, okay, so is this going to be like, what are we doing here? Is it going to be, what are we going for? Open to the first page, and it's 9/11, and I'm like, ah, very good. Tone setter. It's just page 1, baby. The first issue was really good. I quite liked it. They're kind of like redoing like parts of Steve Rogers. Why didn't Steve? Well, they're updating when Steve came out of the ice, and it is post 9/11 that he can't, because so Marvel's a little bit weird how their time scale works, because in the Marvel universe it takes place today. Like, an issue that comes out is supposed to take place like this year, right? So Marvel has implemented, this is a very normal thing that like comic book readers know, but Marvel has what we call a sliding time scale, where every like 5 to 10 years we like move up the events within the Marvel universe. So like stuff that used to take place in the 80s now takes place like in the early 2000s, right? Like we keep like pushing the time scale forward so that stuff happening today is happening today, right? So yeah, Cap was not around during 9/11 now. Cap shield just hits the second tower. Terrible. So it is about like the current book is going to be the early, like redoing the early years of when Cap like awoke in present, you know, quote unquote present day, which is now like the late 2000s, right? Yeah. But it's only one issue in, you know. Well, it'll probably go for a year or two until we get another Captain America movie. Then we have to fully reboot the comic again. I hate that we do this. I really do. Like, I hate that every time we get a movie, we have to reboot the comic. It's like, can't these be? It's fine. I know I complain about it all the time because it's just it annoys me. But like it's mostly fine. It's mostly fine. Yeah, I really liked Chip Zdarsky's like Batman run. Does Steve vote for Trump? Oh dear. Steve is pretty anti like government half the time. So like I would not say that he's I mean, he definitely would not support Trump. That's not that would not happen. Oh dear. I'm like surprised the current Ultimate Comics doesn't specifically say that, or at least not in universe, right? Because the current Ultimates comic feels like the writer pointing at the viewer and going, "It's your fault that Trump won the election." Like that book is so critical on what's happening in America and like everything, and I am kind of here for it. I do like the current Ultimates book like a lot. I do love how it just goes, subtext is for cowards. I talk about this scene a lot, but I love how in like what issue like 6 or something, there's this so in the current Ultimate universe, the United States doesn't exist. Like it physically exists, right? Like the continent exists, but the US government no longer exists because of like a different timeline, right? Different universe. And America Chavez, you know, a famed hero in the Marvel universe. Everyone knows her, right? She like stops a riot from like and protects protesters. And when they ask like, "Who are you?" she just says like, "I'm America." And having this like dark-skinned Latina lesbian saying that, you know, it makes a statement. You know, subtext is for cowards. Like, actually for cowards. That's one of my favorite moments in that book. It's like that issue and when they recruit the new Hawkeye. Because Clint doesn't become Hawkeye in that universe. Because in that universe, the Marvel heroes, a lot of them didn't become them. It was flop. The book doesn't sell that well, which is like a lot of people complain that it's too political. It's a weird thing that people are like, the book makes me uncomfortable, and I'm like, well, it's kind of the point. Like the book is saying you're not doing enough. Like you have this great moment where Doctor Doom points at the viewer. Like it's one of those things where the camera is like head on Doctor Doom. So he's like pointing at you and he says like, "You are not doing enough." Like he's trying to tell like the rest of the team that like but you know, we know what they're actually saying, right? Like, it's to the audience, like. And I quite like that. Where he's like, rational ideas aren't going to save this. You need to actually act today. Because that was like Doom's whole argument in that issue of just like, action is better than inaction. You can't just sit around talking about it. Actually go fix this world. And I'm sitting there clapping like, yes, queen. Love me some Dr. Doom being correct. Even if this is not the Dr. Doom most people would be familiar with, because, you know, different universe. But we love it anyway. That version of Doom is so cool. Like, I love the current Ultimate Universe, like Doom. Probably one of my favorite characters that they've introduced in years. Let's see here. But yeah, that book is it doesn't sell that well, because there are like 5 Ultimate books, and like it's like Spider-Man and Wolverine sell the best. Then you have the Ultimates, and then the worst 2 selling Ultimate books are Black Panther and X-Men. And I'm like, ooh, I mean, that probably says something, but it doesn't say anything good. Let's see here. I mean, like, the current Ultimate, like, I like the current Ultimate X-Men. I like it a lot. But it might actually just be too Asian for most readers. It is what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's doing okay. Too Asian and advanced. I mean, it's about like a bunch of like teenage mutants in Japan doing Japan things. So... it is what it is. Yeah, I thought I would make that I probably should sometimes draw these characters on stream for my project and whatnot. What do you all think of the character designs that I've or at least the character design? I've only showed off 2 characters, haven't I? I've shown the sprites for the entire cast of this project on like on my Patreon Discord already, so I don't know when I should post that stuff publicly. I'm a little up on the air with that. Where part of me is just like, oh, I can post like the entire cast, and then I had to think about it for a second and go like, maybe people wouldn't want that. I actually had to think about that for a second to be like, would people want like the discover the characters when they play the game? Would they like, should I only reveal designs as they show up in builds when I'm making them? Like like, I don't know, man. Like, I had this big key art prepared with the whole cast that I quite liked how it turned out, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, probably can't post that. Probably can't. Which is like, we'll get there. We'll get there. Production is going fairly smoothly. I am making a lot of art assets. I think build 1 currently is up to like 30 to 40 individual like drawings. That will be like unique for just that chapter of the story, and like that's it. Like I'm not gonna reuse those. I only have a handful left to draw for chapter 1, so it is what it is. Though I still cannot even guess a release window. Like there's a lot that still needs to be done, and like I've only created my rough draft of the build 1 script, so that needs to be retooled probably. Don't reveal his ultimate tank top form too soon. Oh my god. It's fine. Look, I showed restraint. I think there's only one character that wears a tank top. There's restraint. See, it's fine. It's fine. How does this look if I... Let's see here. Yeah, because the cast size is pretty small, so that's why I'm like, maybe not. Restraint, is that what it is? I mean, I could have put half the cast in tank tops, right? Like, that could have been a thing. Tank top talk? No, Selkie, no. We're saying that we're not having that talk. No, you can't make that face. No. You know it doesn't work on me. Don't waste your time. Your universe could only... I guess I could have done that, but I didn't want it to be... I did not want it to be the most self-indulgent thing on the planet, so, you know. Is what it is. A little bit of cleanup here and there. Now and then, here and there, you know? Is that an anime that people still know about? Now and then, here and there? I remember the last time it was, like, on the fringes. Like back in the, like, mid-2010s, people were like, maybe, like, there was talk of, like, maybe we should forget about this anime, versus people going, no, it's literally art. And I do agree with that sentiment. Now, is that show too dark for people? Yes. Now and then, here and there, and there. Yeah, and now and then here and there was no one going to save them. Those kids were fucked. That was maybe not the best wording, thinking about it. It do be that way. Like, I'll always remember when people were like, oh, Shield Hero is isekai but dark, or ReZero is isekai by dark, but it's like dark. And I'm sitting here remembering now and then here and there, like, oh, these poor sweet summer children. Because I don't know if that show is on like anything that's like really viewable today. Like, I don't know if it's on any streaming service. Let's see here. Because that show, a bit too much for people. A bit too much. Despite the fact that it doesn't show anything. Like, the visuals are very restrained. They do not show you the bad things that happen in the show itself. You know that they happen, but they do not show them to you. Which I do kind of like, that it doesn't sensationalize it, you know? There we go. Let's see here. This is fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, do you like the cute lion tail? I always feel like anytime I draw lines, well, I have to draw the tail all nice and floofy, right? Like, making James a lion instead of a tiger. You know, in a draft of this, there was a tiger, and I decided to get rid of them. You don't know if it's different enough in court. It's different enough. It's different enough. Besides, I don't want I don't want James to be a sexualized boy, you know, like he's that. Now this is a poor sweet summer child, like. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, yeah, the thumbs are on the right side. Sometimes I have to think about it. Has that stopped anyone? Oh no, like I get it. Like it's more for me, right? Like I do not want to do the sexualization of James. That's not the point of this character, right? Any completely platonic. Terrible, terrible. Look, there will definitely be a scene in which a character gets pinned to a wall, but it will neither be James or Harry. Let's see here. Got it. Want this arc to be a little bit different. Here we go. Let us. Just heard someone's getting pinned to a wall. I'm in terrible. There we go. Curious, how is... Oh, that is pretty closed off. That's nice. That is pretty nice. Ah, damn. Yeah. There we go. What's the setting going to be like? More contemporary. Like, I don't want it to be anything too out of the ordinary. That's just asking for trouble. I went with a pretty boring contemporary setting. The bird is approaching at high speed. Terrible. Oh, we're getting places. There we go. Okay. Is there an instance of Harry with his head front facing? Yeah. Like, I am not against doing that. Like, I know some people are, and I'm just not. I am very okay with doing that. There we go. Yeah, beak definitely gonna poke through. Though Harry's beak isn't as impressive as mine, you know, like his is a lot shorter than mine. Brag, but what do you mean? I think that's that's fair game, you know. R/Big Beak problems. Terrible. Terrible. I don't even go to Reddit. That is not a website I've ever spent a lot of time. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Okay. Man, it's almost nice to just like not care too much about a sketchy sketch. Like every time usually when I'm drawing stuff for this, I'm on a drawing for like days or up to a week just to keep the line quality like similar between everything. Yeah, it's definitely not as scratchy as like I'm doing here. The support group, no. Gotta keep it clean. Yeah, that does make it take like a lot longer. Yeah, Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we definitely don't care today. Yeah. Which is a good thing. Let's see here. The tail tuft is good. You just grab it? No. He's a sensitive boy. I mean, like, I would too. Like, that's just... I would bully this man. Like, just at base. Just like, Jesus, man. Like, smack him upside the head. Just be like, make a decision. This is the kind of man who sits there at an ice cream shop and doesn't know what to order. And when pressed on it, he'll just get like a hot fudge sundae. Because that sounds like a thing you would get at an ice cream place. That's the kind of man this is. It's Floofy Tail. It's gonna be grabbed. I see. I see. Do any of you get stun locked trying to order at like an ice cream place? I feel like that's never happened to me. I feel like I'm very... Yeah, I'll just order that. Chunter has ice cream choice. No, Chunter would just order vanilla. What do you mean? James would at least get hot fudge with his vanilla. I do not let people order for me, like... I don't trust people like that. People are gonna intentionally order something I don't want, so I just like, no. We can order for you? No. Like, no. No! To look more interesting? Oh no. You let people order for you? It's called being a bottom. Oh my god. I can at least, like, be happy knowing, like, Darian's not like that. Instead, Darian just goes, like, don't make fun of me for my order, okay? Okay, don't make fun of it. One pumpkin spice latte? No, stop, don't make that face. Bless his heart. I made the face. Right? Right? I feel like you have to be a very special kind of girly to unironically get a pumpkin spice latte. It's pretty good. I don't get anything from a coffee place or anything. Like, when I am in like a Starbucks with somebody or a coffee shop, I'm just like, nah. Like, if I do order anything, I will confidently order a hot chocolate, and that's it. And then they always stare at me like, that's it? No, no, like, give me my fucking hot chocolate. Yes, for crackers on top. No, what coffee place lets you put crackers on? I mean, I would love that, but like, why? That's why they stare. No. They'll usually just be like, do you want whipped cream on it? And I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. Put the whipped cream on there. That's just cream. That's just more cream. That's my go-to in any comic shop, and I don't try to experiment. I mean, like, if you like something, you like something, right? Like, whatever, man. Like, if you want to order the chicky tendies at a restaurant, go order the chicky tendies at a restaurant. Like, I'm not gonna... Like, will I make fun of you? Yes. But, like, I'm not going to actually think less of you. Experimenting is for the upper middle class. A little bit true. A little bit true. Because no one wants to order something and then not like it, right? You can afford to, right? Also, if you like something, you just like something. Like, whatever. Like, sure, like I said earlier, like, I'll make fun of you for it, but, like, I won't think less of you. I'll just make fun of you. Which I think are two very different things. Feel kind of a bit... No, I'm never really like that. Like, I go to a restaurant, I'll be like, yeah, that's in my palate. Like, I like these things, I'll order this. And that's about it. That's as far as that goes. She here. There we go. we can just slim that down. That's fine. That's fine. Hmm. 15 people in critical condition. Oh no, that is what would happen. Try a hot soda drink. Okay, but boiled Dr. Pepper served with lemon tastes great. Just saying. Not this again. Look, it was a real way to drink it. That's as advertised. Like, come on. Like, you can at least try it before you start denouncing it. Like, it was a real thing. It was a real thing. We tried it. It was really good. It sounds too much like an abomination. It really isn't. It passed the Darien. Yeah, Darian's a little baby bitch boy, right? And he liked it. So you know, it has to at least be editable. So it's all good. It's all good. Oh, hey, fall's coming up soon, right? Am I gonna do another yearly reading of Leo's Route and Echo on stream? Oh. It wouldn't be fall without it. Terrible. Look, I just enjoy reading that game, okay? Like we fall for Leo every time. You're terrible. You're terrible. Have a boiled Dr. Pepper can? No. No. Like, no. I don't think that part is happening. Yeah, I think that's kind of funny. I like Drew James so smiley in the in his sprite. But I feel like every other CG I make of him, he is like face in the dirt. It's fine. Where it belongs. Oh. Oh yeah, he do be it do just be this way, don't it? Let's see here. And I really like this track from Northern Lights. Did anyone else play the new build of that? It's very good. I liked it a lot. Song came from. Yeah, I did remove some of the echo streams because like they were overlapping, so I was just like, I don't know, man. I think it was when very decom bus ride montage, right? I think I got self-conscious about it because like people were complaining that's like, oh man, you're playing like Echo for like the third or fourth time, and so I was like, ah, fine. I'll like, and I felt like I had to unlist them. I'll probably just like throw them into a playlist, like the unlisted things, and make the playlists visible. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. Here. There we go. Yeah, there was a bunch of... They added like 12 tracks or something for the newest build of of Northern Lights. In that last build, it was very good. It. Why would people complain about peak? You know, it's this. I think it was around the time where people were like mostly against Echo as a game, and I'm one of like the. And I'm pretty pro Echo of thinking that game is good. But like it is what it is. Come on. There we go. But then again, most people tend to disagree with me on quality of art and whatever. Let's see here. Here we go. Let's see here. It's we're almost there. We're almost there on a nice cozy drawing. He's just a little bit concerned. Yeah, I did not want the protagonist of this to be like a Chad. I was like, the protagonist of this probably needs to be like how I described before, a poor sweet summer child. Very internally. A woman! God, he would. There's a better character for that in the cast, but I have not shown them off publicly yet. given your seniority. I mean, I would bully him regardless. Like, that's just how it is. Yeah. I get to bully my own characters. That's just how it is. There we go. Yeah. There's no situation where Josh isn't doing some bullying. Now look here. This is a true statement. No one can stop me. Well, there we go, everyone. There's a quick little sketchy sketch of James. You know, look forward to him being the protagonist in my thingy thing. So, I'm hoping by the end of fall. I can get out something. We can hope. Our little cat, man. A little bit. But alright, everyone. I'll be ending the stream here. So I do hope you all have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys around.